Hello everyone. Hello. Welcome to a new live stream. Nice to see all of you guys. And I hope you are doing well this weekend. Yep, so we can see that the market is still bleeding. Of course, we didn't saw any signal yet of a bottom or dip for this move toward the downside. So the question mark, the big question mark today is, are we in a bear market? Are we done with any kind of bull trend for the altcoins or for Bitcoins as well? Yeah, so this is a very essential question today that we need to answer it at the end of this live stream. Of course, after analyzing deeply the market, all of them, based on the main list, of course, that we have today, and of course, based on your special requests, I'm gonna see what do we have. Let me welcome all of you first. TG, welcome, man. Hi, KG. As promised, my request for WIF, yes, already taken, buddy. Very welcome. Nice to see you as well. Epsilon, hi, KG. Please, Doji, also okay, taken. Why don't you analyze the Dow Jones Industrial? Yes, you can, of course, mention this on the stocks channel. I think you already did, and I took it into consideration. So yes, I will do that. Dow Jones is, for me, also essential company. However, you are the only one who's asking for it, but still, because I believe also that it's an interesting one, so I'm gonna do that, and we'll see. We'll estimate. I mean, the analytics itself can tell how much important it is or not. So yes, we can do this. Lego, nice to see you, buddy. Thanks for the great invalidation on Tau. Yes, not only Tau, but also many other altcoins, including Render. Solana, okay, has took the invalidation. All right, those three took the invalidation. Are we bearish? No, not yet. Now you will freak out. How do you? It's just simply we move to the next probability, guys. So the priority was for this wave 5. The invalidation was taken. Okay, this scenario is out. Now there is another possibility, of course, for bullish until invalidation again. Therefore, K bearish. There is no other bullish after it. This is the last chance. We're gonna see this, guys. We're gonna see this step by step for every coin. By the way, sorry that I surfed already. I navigated already the crypto market, all of it from the morning, and those scenarios are already there. So of course, I mean, I should be prepared, guys, for you. So to see what's going on. Ted, hello KG. Hope you're doing great. We've been waiting for this. Yes, man, welcome. I've been waiting for you too, guys, and for this stream. And BONK, yes, I didn't forget you, Leo. XLM, well, okay, let's make a rule, guys, just to keep, of course, some space for everyone. If we have more time, of course, if you have a second request, we're gonna put it in this section. And if we have more time, normally we do it, but yeah, just to keep some space for everyone and a chance, at least for their request. So XLM is there, all right. Yeah, SPX 6000 is already in the main list, Ted, so everything is there. It's one of our main live changing money on low caps towards the end of the year. Okay, Epsilon. Yeah, stay positive, of course. I'm still positive, guys. I'm not yet very optimistic. Of course, it's not nice to see it, but yeah, still there is other probabilities. Still can be playing, and very soon as well. So realistic target for Ethereum this cycle. Yes, all our targets are realistic. We never go to the moon and come back. So most of them are realistic, buddy. The 8,000 for Ethereum, or 7,000, because between 7 and 8K, this is Ethereum for, this is a target for Ethereum, yeah, on the daily. So it's a very, I would say this is very normal. Chuck, hi, how you doing, buddy? Hello from USA, nice to see you, buddy. Specifically Kansas, wow, nice. I love those cities. Kansas is a little bit close to Texas, right? If I'm not wrong. Kansas, Missouri, home of the Chiefs. Nice, man. Nice to see you. Cool. Nice to have you here as well. Welcome to the stream. We are from Berlin here, from Germany. So greetings to you, the US. Cyprian, hello KG, and hello to everyone from this live. Nice to see you, Cyprian. It has been a long time. Nice to see you back, buddy. How about XRP? Chuck asking, of course, it is in our main list as well. And can you take a look at comp, please? Yes, Cyprian, of course, with pleasure. Here we go. Polkadot as well. Yes. All right. That was Jero. 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 I'm gonna keep it Jero. Nice to see you, Jero. It's the first time I think I spell your name. I remember most of the names. So welcome to the channel. Maybe you're already a subscriber, but first time to see you in the live stream. Nice. All right, guys, let's move on. Let's see what's going on in this horrible market right now. Of course, we all know the reason, the fundamental reason. No need to dive into this. We are much more technical. We try, of course, to apply those fundamentals in the technicals as well, of course, to see where it's gonna lead us. So, yes, okay, it's next to Kansas. All right. Ah, it's in the north. Yeah, exactly. It's in the north of Texas. Okay, yeah, exactly. Cool. Awesome. Nice to see you, man. I just know it from the movies, buddy. I just know it from the American movies. I love American movies. I watch it every night almost. All right, so let's start, guys. Um, what do we have here is, of course, with Bitcoin, we have this a very long sideways range, right? We have a WX and a Y potentially. I'm still looking for this one-to-one, guys, for Bitcoin. As I mentioned today in the deep analysis, I'm still looking for this one-to-one as, of course, two scenarios, whether it is an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave A. We have a very long sideways range here for a wave B in running flat, of course. And that because, of course, this explains the 5 waves structure here. If this is a 5 waves, it is an A, B, and a C. Running flat, 5 waves, failing to take the high, meaning finish, of course, truncated, turning, of course, into a running flat because it was supposed to be expanding flat. This is a low wave B, right? So A, B, and a C failing to take the high, meaning, of course, that this might be something impulsive unfolding here. Can be, of course, a bigger 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Can be, guys. But yeah, I still believe a little bit much more in the X here. Yeah, running flats much more often appears in wave X. Okay, in wave X, because the wave X is the most complicated structure that you can ever have in Elliott wave. Okay, it is the middle of a complex structure, meaning imagine the complexity, and this is reflects so much a wave X. Therefore, and I see impulse and a potential, yeah, I mean, it can be even if a W here, it has to be, of course, double impulses here as a zigzag. 3 waves down, very complex wave X, and then ABC, of course, zigzag for a wave Y. Now, perfect target would be the one-to-one Fib level. In confluence, of course, I mean, in confluence here, I would say this is the whole area is for the wave Y. Normally, the wave Y is very wide in range, guys, between the one-to-one and 0.618. So it can finish much more likely, which is the most common, is a one-to-one Fib level. Therefore, let's watch this, and we'll see what's going to happen. I'm still looking, of course, for higher, for double targets here. The first target is to finish a wave B in case we are bearish. That's why I'm not yet convinced with a finished structure here, because I would like to see direct impulse toward the downside. When a bear market starts, guys, normally it doesn't wait 21 days to move down, guys. All right, so this is a very clear signal that this is not the start of a bear market. It is impossible. Okay, when a bear market starts, it's gonna be like a very, very fast start. It's not gonna wait for you to prepare your portfolios. Just get out of the things in the top, right? So the things is start directly impulsive, all right, and it doesn't wait, of course, for a very long sideways range corrective even. So therefore, I'm not, of course, yet convinced we are bearish. We still, of course, looking for higher sooner or later. The invalidation, we didn't took it for Bitcoin. We're still above it. 110k 600, we still, of course, ranging above this price, And of course, based on the rules that we cannot break, of course, this still represent a 1-2, wave 3, and a wave 4 unfolding, and still can, of course, unfold a wave 5 toward the upside. Okay, so I cannot yet, of course, despite the red, guys, I'm sorry, but I cannot break the rules again. I know many of you says, okay, just say it's bearish, it's gone. Well, I cannot. Yeah, I cannot, because you have a lot of entries from that point. Okay, a lot of entries for the bulls I'm talking, and the balance between them is not made yet. I mean, even despite the sellers that you are looking at, they don't balance yet the buyers in this area. To balance to balance, of course, the power or the strength of the between bullish and bearish, it is exactly at this point. Okay, so therefore the favor is still, of course, for the bulls here. All right, unless, of course, we take this price, more pressure comes in. Okay. And this is how the things works. Okay, so more pressure comes in as selling, and okay, they invalidate this. Okay, that means it's gone. Okay, there is no impulse anymore. Definitely, there is something else. Might be, of course, an open bear market. I can, of course, call one. I have to call it. Yeah, I have to call a bear market, but yeah, I don't like it at all. Of course, I'm still doubting it, guys. I'm still doubting it. This is not a start of a bear market. I don't see it. It has never did this before, and I never saw a bear market starting like that anyway. All right, so I'm still looking for the higher, at least 124 potentially here. Okay, then we take it from there toward the downside. Yes, A. So you finish an A, B. Okay, and then you have 1, 2, 3, wave 4, wave 5. Okay. This is how I'm looking for the scenario. Yes, the wave B is there and the A is here. Okay, and this is a potential big wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is for the bullish. If we are more bullish, then corrective, one more wave after, of course, this push toward the upside. If it is bullish and it's gonna finish 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, therefore we have to expect one more sideways. And I believe it's gonna be sideways because all the correction during this move were sideways, showing exhaustion, and it's gonna duplicate. Okay, but yeah, I doubt it. Even honestly, I'm not interested. If we get there, I'm not interested, even if it is corrective. Honestly, guys. So, yeah, this is the thing. Now, very important thing is that dominance. That dominance, of course, is horrible. I mean, it should start to show again a downtrend. I think we started at 16 minutes. So the dominance here is, yeah, I don't know why it's taking too much time, right? With this correction wave 4, which I don't like, because the wave 2 is not that big wave. Yeah, so if you take the wave 2 timing here and we base it on the wave 3, you can see that we just today, yes, today we passed, of course, the double time. So yeah, something is, of course, questionable here, why the things are still ranging. And we see, of course, here an impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Potentially this can be an impulse, or it can be three ways, but as a zigzag, of course. What I'm expecting, of course, here is a triangle. Yeah, so I'm still expecting this triangle when this wave D is going to start. If we're gonna break this, therefore, of course, we have the 1-to-1 fib level taken from the A to the B to the C here, hitting in this blue box, and then continuation toward the downside. Now, why I'm looking for this downtrend to continue finally? Because, of course, it will bring us back to the track. Because we need this trend to continue, of course, downside, if you want to see, of course, the alts going back for higher prices to continue the bull trend. Now you will say, okay, most of them are invalidated. How are we gonna continue the bull trend? We're gonna see it exactly, of course, in this analysis, starting with Ethereum. Now, of course, I'm gonna already tell you something, that some altcoins are still, of course, in the old scenario, no invalidation yet, and they are still playing the same scenario. Another group of the altcoins took invalidation and open another final bullish scenario that it might be playing until invalidation. And after this, of course, there is no other scenarios for bullish. Therefore, of course, it's we claim the bearish for the altcoins. And some of them are even looking for deeper, yeah, like the AI coins like FET and so on. We're gonna see this step by step, guys. Let's start with Ethereum at the 25-minute. So Ethereum, by the way, I have it here. Here we go. Okay, so for Ethereum, of course, I mean, I already prepared the alternative in case the current scenario will get invalidation. Okay, so we're gonna see, of course, the current scenario, and we're gonna see, of course, the alternative. Yeah. So basically, where we are here in Ethereum, I'm gonna go a little bit in the beginning. We have double 1 2, wave 3 4 5 4 5. We have wave 1, and we have ABC, right? We have the wave 2 hitting perfectly the 0.38 here. So that is perfect, right? And then again, double 1 2, and then 1 2 3 4 5 in the blue scenario. We are in the wave 3 in the yellow scenario. The yellow scenario, wave 3, of course, unfolding right now after it, of course, a wave 4 here, and obviously it might be here an expanding flat, hitting perfectly the fib levels. Let me zoom in. Perfectly the fib levels for wave B in expanding flat, 1.23. And starting here, kind of an impulse toward the downside for a wave C. The targets for wave C taken from the A to the B here, giving us 1.618, 1.38 fib level. In this case scenario, we are very close, of course, for those targets, fib levels, which are in confluence with the 0.23, the already given scenario before even the move toward the downside. If you remember, we still need this box to be hit. If you go back to the videos, you know that we were aiming for this. And of course, it might still unfold a wave 4 and a 5 to hit finally the 1.618. So I'm still looking for this. Now we need, of course, a little bit a mark of retracement here to just give us a little bit space, because I mean, here is a very, very fast move toward the downside. And I start to see here something wrong going on. Okay, so in this leg. So yeah, I mean, we need a correction, okay? Otherwise, if it simply continues down like this, that is not nice, okay? That is not nice. What does it mean if this happens? It means, of course, an alternative scenario that it might be unfolding, which is coming next. But I'm still looking for this box. This scenario is still playing. If we break the 1.618, well, okay, it might be another scenario, the alternative. But anyway, the alternative scenario is very close even in target. Here we go. So the alternative scenario is a simply double 1 2, meaning you finished 1 2 3 4 and a 5. This is a 1 2 here, wave 3 already longer than wave 1, wave 4 sideways, and starting, of course, wave 5. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 and a 5. This is an impulse, wave 1, and you start, of course, WX and a Y, wave 2 here, for, of course, something much bigger, and you start another 1 2. How? In 1 2 1 2 3 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5. Okay, so you have 1 2 1 2, and then you have internally, of course, 3 4 and a 5 to finish wave 3 4 and a 5. So this is an impulse, can be finished. Okay, and if you look at it, 1 2 3 4 5, well, the wave 5 reflects somehow the wave 1 in length, in price. The wave 2 reflect also somehow the wave 4. Not really great, like it should be double time, but yeah, it's still fine, right? So it's still considered as 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Finished impulse, wave 1. Currently, therefore, you're looking for 1 2. Minimum target for wave 2 is 0.38. Meaning, if we dive deeper than the previous scenario, which is of course here the 1.618, you might come back of course for the alternative area, which is a wave 2. But still too early to call it, because of course, yeah, I mean, you still can get the wave 4 and a 5 and start the rebound toward the upside for wave 5. So this one is still very valid. I cannot wait until, of course, invalidation in this one, because the invalidation is so far. You have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 3, wave 4. If we're gonna wait until there to say, okay, it's bearish, then okay, it's a little bit too far, right? So therefore, of course, anyway, before getting to this bearish scenario, that is, of course, an alternative for a big wave 1, 2 here in double 1, 2. So this is basically the idea behind the alternative scenario, and it might apply for most of the altcoins still, guys. This is the next plan right now. Next scenario in priority, I would say, before we say, okay, it's bearish, right? So yeah, this is regarding Ethereum. Ethereum is still looking for potentially 3,378, I would say, as 1.618 in confluence between 0.38, 0.23. Perfect fib level for a wave 4 continues towards the upside. In confluence, for the Bitcoin dominance, I'm looking for this final leg here. At least ABC, if in case it's gonna take the 1-to-1 fib level, which it might be in confluence, your wave 5. To finish up, of course, this expanding flat and then moving toward the downside. Bitcoin dominance continues the trend down. In case, of course, it is 1-to-1, we're gonna see, of course, massive move. In case it is wave D, still, of course, they are going to recover E and then, of course, a massive move. Okay, so this is what I'm looking for right now in the market. That's why I'm still estimating, guys, we're not bearish yet. Just calm down. Of course, despite the red, everything, we still, of course, looking for some potential of bullish scenarios here. Might still unfolding. Yep. So that is regarding Ethereum in major. I'm focusing on Ethereum as first. Of course, Ethereum is one of the best performer. And by the way, all the altcoins based on Ethereum right now are the only one who showed performance during this uptrend. Okay, and that because, of course, they are based on Ethereum, and Ethereum influence all these coins. Let's see Sui. Sorry. So Sui is still, of course, valid as well. One is the second in place in the altcoins after Ethereum. I would say he showed a very high performance during this move. Okay. So what do we have here before the alternative? Of course, there is an alternative, and we're already inside it. But I would like to show where are we first in the prior scenario. So basically, we have, of course, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave 1 or a wave A, right? We have WX and a Y as a wave 2 or a wave B. So if you are looking for a wave B here, and I'm looking for a wave C, the wave C much more common and much more preferably, of course, to reach the 1-to-1 fib level. The 1-to-1 fib level, which is around the 5.88, right? It was not reached. Now, okay, I know that we took the high, right? And it can be a zigzag finish, because this can be, of course, a finished impulse. We're gonna dive inside it. So it can be a potential scenario that, okay, an ABC wave C is truncated. Don't forget that the 0.618 also can be, of course, a target for a wave C. Here we go. We are already on the 0.618, but I'm not convinced, of course. I'm not convinced. Why? Because of the daily, guys. Not just the micro here. I'm talking in a bigger picture. Why I'm not convinced yet, of course, that this is a wave C, which it can be possible. Because, of course, if you are here in a much bigger correction, okay, you would like to see first the 1-to-1 fib level. You have a big impulse towards the upside. Preferably to see, of course, a higher impulse rather than a small one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? This is the first thing. The second thing is that if you look at this, I would say momentum toward the upside, starting from the 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. If this is a 1, 2, 1, 2 again, look at the momentum, guys. I'm gonna show you what do I mean here exactly. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. I'm seeing a very strong momentum for SUI moving above this trend, meaning there is a big potential that, let's say, it's gonna be invalidated and the price is gonna take this zone one, is gonna be in confluence again with this very strong trend line toward the upside, meaning another 1 2 finished as 1 2 3 4 5. Let's dive inside it, of course, to see how this alternative scenario can unfold. But before the alternative, I still, of course, I'm still inside the main one. Yeah, so I'm still looking for this wave 4, not invalidated, but very close, which I don't like it, right? We are already inside the fib levels for an expanding flat here, where you see, of course, an A and B and a C, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Probably here, something like ending, or even this is an impulse, guys. Extended wave 1, 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. So if this is gonna be finished just like that at the 1.618, that would be great without invalidation. Meaning I'm still, of course, gonna continue with this bull trend toward the upside as a wave 5 next target. If not, if it doesn't work, well, here we go. There is an alternative bullish scenario which you are already inside it right now. Meaning this alternative is a 1 2 1 2 3 4 5, which is your main wave 3 here, for a wave 3, 4 and a 5. Very simple. 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 for wave 3, wave 4, 1 2 3 4 5. I have to count this as an impulse. Okay, I have no other choice. If this is gonna turn, okay, we are dumping, right? So I have to take this as a finished impulse there. Even if it looks like ABC, definitely there is something here like wave 3, 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5. Potentially you have double 1 2 in the very micro levels. Okay, so we have to take it, of course, as an impulse in this scenario alternative, and this is the difference between them. If this is an expanding flat, we continue for higher, okay, great. This is 3 ways toward the upside. But if the signal or the answer is going to be given in this price here, dumping for more to this area, okay, I cannot call this ABC very extended to this far, okay? I have to call it 1, 2, which is, of course, this was the top there, all right? As a 1 2 1 2 3 4 5, 4 and a 5, and here we go, we move down. Therefore, wave 2 even right now is in confluence with both bullish scenarios, which it gives much more chance even now for the bulls. Look at the confluence. Okay, guys, we have double area right now, which it can influence double scenarios. It can be wave 3 toward the upside. It can be, of course, wave 5. One of them. Wave 3 is, of course, a massive move. We're talking here. Wave 3, we're moving toward the upside. Here we go. 1.618. Which it can be both, guys. And I believe that even that this alternative scenario has a lot of chance here. Okay? It has a lot of chance here. Why? Because, guys, if you want to move very, very high, yeah, and like we are expecting on the daily here, we want to reach this area, 1.618. Okay? Taken from a big wave 1 2 here. We're talking about this big 1 2. If you want to reach a wave 3 toward the upside, which is, of course, the $9.788, guys, you need double 1 2s. Otherwise, it doesn't work. How are you going to reach directly 1 2 3, directly one move toward the upside? That is impossible, right? So wave 3 has to be, of course, 1 2 3 4 and a 5. And this is simply your 1 2 of a wave 3. That's it. This is what I see, guys. Of course, invalidation, there is invalidation for all those bullish scenarios in case we are bearish. So your last chance, this is the last chance, of course, for being bullish there. And that means, of course, you want to see something unfolding toward the upside from those levels. Otherwise, okay, guys, it has failed. Okay. Yep. So that is regarding SUI. And I love the confluence right now between both. And I'm still, of course, fingers crossed. I'm still, of course, very optimistic on it that we're going to see something very bullish very soon. Let's see what the chat says. Turtle or Turtle, can you please cover Turbo? Yes, we can see Turbo. Yeah, afternoon, MT. Nice to see you, man. Here, Jasmy. Yes, your girlfriend is there. Here we go. Delirium. Please do WorldCoin. Need to know if graceful exit is possible this century. Okay, I never heard first about WorldCoin. Of course, definitely this is a meme coin, but okay. I mean, that's why the live stream is for, is to check everything and see the potential of any new coin. If a new coin is good, then we might even list it in our schedule for the weekly on the videos. If not, then not. Polyheat. So what you're saying, Sui, is either in wave 2 or wave 4 currently? Yes, buddy. Yes. And in confluence targets. Both are in confluence. Yes. Exactly, man. It's too early, very too early to say we are bearish even. I cannot say we are bearish, guys. There is a possibility of bullish there in priority because the targets are already closer to the price action, right? This is how I conduct, of course, the analysis always and the logic. All right, ONDO for Polyheat. Polyheat, AVAX. I think AVAX, we put it here. I forgot AVAX. Okay. AVAX is in our main list. All right, so, yep. Okay. Oxy, sorry, I forgot it. Tau is already in the main list as well. Polyheat, you made 3 requests, buddy. So that is always that is already a very long list. We can put it, of course, in the if we have more time. But yes, let's leave some space for the others as well. That is a little bit more space. Okay, that is 1 or 2 more space for someone else. All right, guys. Okay. Yep, let's move on. Let's move on. So we have injective. Let's see injective. 42. All right. Thank you, MT. Yep, don't forget to support us, guys, by pressing that like button, share the stream, and also subscribe if you didn't yet. Thank you, MT, for reminding. DOWGE will be in your main list watch. Well, not yet, not yet. Still need some data. Look, we did this for AI 16. It was very bullish. It was very impulsive. And then something very, very, very tricky happened. So, and now it is delisted again. Yeah, so from our channel as videos, of course. All right. So, what we have in, we are in injective. Let's do injective, guys. Injective, all right. So injective, of course, again, there is some alternative scenario, but before going to the alternative bullish scenario, we did not invalidate yet the existing one. So I would say the altcoins that they did not invalidate yet, you can consider them as a strength, as a strong coins, right? SUI, Ethereum, injective, right? So far, those did not invalidate yet the current scenario, showing strengths, showing that yes, there is still double bullish scenario playing in confluence, that it might unfold, of course, toward the upside sooner or later. Now, our main scenario is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1 here. You have an ABC, of course, wave 2 or wave V, and then 1, 2, 3, and an ABC expanding flat. Same scenario, of course, for Ethereum and SUI as an expanding flat playing here. And of course, we're very, very close for this area in confluence between, of course, the 1.38 taken from the A to the B here, 1.618 for, or to finish wave 4 here as a wave C. Now, what I don't like in injective is this structure. I see a 3-wave structure somehow in a bigger view, right? You see it like a 3-wave structure. However, if you dive a little bit deeper on the 2-hour chart, you can call it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, like a leading diagonal, okay, because wave 4 interfering, meaning can be, of course, 1, 2, 3, wave 4, wave 5, and this is an impulse again, extended wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, 4, and a 5. Again, same confluence that I'm looking for with all the coins in those targets, in this expanding flat, and also in confluence with the Bitcoin dominance. When this is going to drop down, when this is going to drop down, whether from here or from the 1-to-1 fib level, we might see, of course, continuation for higher prices for those coins, guys. Okay, invalidation of, unfortunately, invalidation for this scenario is the 1-to-1 fib level here, or I would say the wave 1 interfering with it, which is very, very close, right, at $12 almost, yes, $12, which we are very close, okay? That is still, of course, this gap in between until invalidation, which is in confluence with the 0.618, the red line, the red fib levels for wave 4. However, here it opens the next scenario alternative as bullish. You can see that, okay, if this is the case, therefore you can count here another impulse finished, meaning let's follow the main one as a 1-2 here. If you dive deeper, we can still consider, of course, as alternative here, you have a 1-2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, okay? Wave 4 and a 5 internally. It can be definitely, of course, an impulse here. I mean, what we can call it anyway. So such a shape here. So it can be, of course, another 1-2, right? And then another 1-2 here. And those are the main 1-2s. Now, internally, of course, I made a little bit of micros there. So you start from there with the smallest 1-2, wave 3, wave 4, no interfering. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 extended. To finish a wave 3 for this wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. With it, you finish a wave 3 in the blue count, where you have 1, 2, wave 3, 4, and a 5. And with this wave 5 in the blue count, you are finishing, of course, a 1, 2, wave 3, 4, and a 5. Finishing an impulse 1. Okay, so this is what I mean here. In a bigger view, you have already a big wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 1, WX and a Y, wave 2. Normally, you would like to see at least the 1-to-1 fib level. If we are zigzag and bearish, and why I'm convinced that we are in double 1-2, you would like to see, of course, at least the common target as a zigzag, A, B, and a C, $22.5. We reached the uncommon target, 0.618, which I'm not convinced in it, and which it give us a potential momentum for double 1-2 here, wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. And by the way, if we are in such a big scenario toward the upside as a wave 3, well, I have to expect 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, right? So basically, I'm still, of course, watching this area, and watch in confluence the same as for SUI and SUI, we saw it there. Watch also the confluence of this trend line with this blue box, wave 2, plus in case that we are in a wave 1 here, okay, wave 1, your wave 2 is an A, B, and a C. The 1-to-1 fib level is exactly on the middle of this blue box, $11.8. A, B, and a C. Explosion toward the upside. Okay. Yep. So this is what I'm looking for. Now, of course, even on the 2-hour chart, if you want to count these 3 waves, therefore W, X, and a Y. Okay. This might be A, B, and a C. The wave C is finishing as ending diagonal. By the way, I'm expecting ending diagonal here. Why? Because here we go. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. We have smaller one, which I don't like it, by the way. The wave 4 even interfering. I prefer 1 2 1 2, wave 3 4 and a 5, a 4 and a 5. The wave 5 is 3 waves. The final one is 3 waves, meaning 1 2 3 4 5. 1 to 1 fib level. Invalidation as well of the first scenario. Okay, so the price has started to squeeze, guys. All right, to squeeze, and of course to target the area for confluence of double bullish scenarios here. Okay, yeah. So of course the $12 is invalidation, but 11.8, which is very close, might open the alternative scenario, guys, which is this one. Okay, so yep. This is what I think. Here we go. In confluence, we have a lot of confluence here, guys. Yep. And even in the alternative, you are not in an easy target, by the way, for wave 2. You are in a deep target. You are almost getting closer to the 0.618, which is the perfect area. And even if this is going to go down here, it is so much in confluence with this move towards the upside. Okay, it might be an extended wave C here. And then boom. Okay. Yeah, so I'm still, of course, not giving up on the altcoins. It's still, of course, bullish. I see, guys. It's not that I'm again moonboy or just like I'm stubborn to be bullish here. Okay, I can do money even if it is bearish. But the thing is, this chart on the daily is very, very bullish. We are in the lows on the daily. I would say on the weekly. Yeah, on the daily. We are in the lows, and even on the 4-hour chart, we are on the lows. Like, how much bearish it's gonna be more. Plus, if I want to explain the bearish scenario here, let's say in a bigger view we are bearish, okay? We break all these levels. There is no bullish toward the upside. We break this level. We break this level. What is it then? Therefore, if you want to be bearish here, you have already 3 waves down. There is no impulse starting from the big time frame here. There is nothing bearish. I cannot call this an impulse 1 2 3 4 interfering, diagonal 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Wave 5 is longer than wave 3. It doesn't work. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. What is your wave 3? Wave 4 interfering, right? Wave 4 interfering already this high. Has interfered with the zone 1. Let's say I'm mistaken here. 1 2 3 4. Yeah, wave 4 interfering, so rules broken. Nothing is bearish. Okay, this is what I'm saying. There is no escape from moving for higher. It's the box of opportunity. Okay, if it's gonna back to it, that's awesome. We're gonna explode again. All right, guys. That's why I'm still convinced, very convinced that we are very bullish still. Despite this red, and maybe most of the market is convinced that no, it is bearish market now, but I don't see it yet. I don't see it bearish yet. All right, so that was it for injective. Let's see Solana. So Solana on the 53-minute. Okay, this is an invalidated coin. Solana, I'm not surprised, by the way, about the invalidation of the bullish here. And that because, of course, I'm expecting Solana anyway, some weakness there, okay? Oh, sorry, I'm mistaken even. We're not, we did not invalidate it yet, but yeah, we're very close as well. But 0.618 taken, which is not nice. So yeah, with Solana, do we have alternative? Yes, definitely, of course, the same alternative can still play. But I'm doubting it a little bit. But we still, of course, gonna see how this is going to unfold. Now, the current scenario is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the orange one. Let me explain exactly with the micro here. Here we go. Let's focus the screen. Here we go. All right. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 1, and you have a wave 2 in the white, followed by a 1, and then you have an WX and a Y here, potentially for wave 2 in the orange. Okay, in case this is an orange scenario, as an impulse, we're coming back for the ABC, but yes, it can be 1 2 and then 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Okay, So this is our bullish scenario, wave 3, and then wave 4 is unfolding as big A, B, and a C. Now the difference here with Solana is that you have zigzag. You don't have expanding flat like the others. It's a different pattern, right? It is a zigzag. You have passed the 1-to-1 fib level, and that's why I'm like, okay, for me it's almost invalidated, yeah, because it's very, very low. You pass the 1-to-1 fib level, you pass the 0.618 for wave 4. Okay, next scenario. Okay, so what is the alternative? The next priority is coming here. In this scenario here, of course, there is a lot of micros just to make sure that everything is fine, guys. So if we count a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 3 here, you have a wave 4 expanding flat for the white, and you start with several 1, 2s over there. So let's go 1 hour to show you those micros. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, right? This gray 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is your main impulse inside the structure here. Okay. After this, you have the white scenario 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You finished wave 3 in the blue scenario 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're looking for an extended wave 5 for the blue one. So this blue scenario, wave 5, you know, this is fractal concept of Elliott wave, right? You start very small, you start to get bigger, 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 bigger impulses, and then the wave 5 extend, right? This is a fractal concept. So inside this wave 5 toward the upside, you have 1, 2, you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, finished wave 3, 4, and a 5, finished in an ending diagonal, wave 1. Okay, so this, of course, I spent most of the day today doing this on every coin, guys, but just to make sure, right? So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, meaning it can be here 1, 2, another 1, 2, and you're looking for something very, very huge toward the upside. Okay, yep. So that's it for Solana. And by the way, if you are in a big wave, if you want to count this wave 3, like 1, 2, 3, 4, invalidated. Yeah, this one is already invalidated. If it is 1, 2, 3. So I'm considering 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 toward the upside. And of course, you have even bigger one. 1, 2. Here we go. On a bigger scale, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 1, big wave 2. And your wave 3 is starting with double 1, 2. And then 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Okay. Yep. That is regarding Solana. Again, if we want to mention the 1-to-1 fib level here, for wave C, we have passed above the 0.618, but we didn't reach the 1-to-1 fib level, which is doubtful that this is a zigzag. It is much more higher possibility that this is a double 1-2s here. Of course, that it is also unfolding as double 1-2 inside it, and then unfolding 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Okay, that is regarding Solana. Therefore, I'm still, of course, and by the way, for this scenario, we're very close to the 0.618, we are already in the green zone for a wave 2, meaning if this is a 1-2 here, okay, it should be very, very close, of course, to move for higher. Otherwise, if we break this level, we come to the 886, okay, it's gone. Okay, it's gone. We're moving down. Okay, I would say we're moving down there. Okay, and let me check. I'm just looking also one more scenario. Sorry, guys, I just realized something. Also, another possibility. Oh, yes. Yes, also another possibility. I'm gonna keep it as alternative. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, this one is invalidated here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. But what if this belongs then to this corrective wave, like A, B, C, D, E, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 4 and a 5, 1, 2. Sorry, 1, 1, 2. Okay, another possibility. Sorry, guys, I just realized this. 1, 2, 3. Yes, 4 and a 5. Okay, what if this also is a scenario here for a major wave 3, meaning you are looking here at a wave 1, wave 2, WX and a Y, wave 2, and this is your wave 3. Yeah. Okay, the doubting thing here is there. I'm gonna explain. Wave 4 is very shallow regarding, of course, the wave 2. Like you have a very long sideways wave 2 and very, very fast wave 4. But, you know, time is never been an invalidation. Let's check at least the fib levels. Are they okay? If okay, then we cannot deny this. Ooh, very precise even. 0.23 exactly. Okay, I cannot leave this scenario without a chance here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 even. This is why I'm doing this, because this is another alternative scenario here, that it might be a deeper wave 2, meaning this wave 2 even can be lower. Even if we don't get the alternative one that we just saw, you still have a possibility for this one here. And I'm going to show the difference. So no need for the 0.38 here. We're going to keep only this. This blue box is a little bit lower than the previous one. So let me arrange everything. Here we go. Alternative 2. Okay. Look at the difference between alternative 1, where the 0.618, 0.786 are, and look at this one, where this wave 2 is. Okay, so this is the difference, all right? And that's why I have to go with priority. The more we move down, the more we still have probabilities here. And with this alternative 2, I cannot deny that this looks like 1, 2, 3, where you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 3. Wave 4, perfect fib level taken as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, meaning big double 1, 2. And I'm very convinced with it, guys. So now, yeah, it's a testing of wave 2s in this area. Alternative wave 2, if 2 is long, then 4 is short. As alternation, you mean? No, the alternation doesn't apply on the time, buddy. It applies only on the pattern, on the shape. If it is zigzag, it should be flat. If it is flat, it should be zigzag or triangle for wave 4. Yeah, but as timing, it doesn't really. It should be alternated. Okay. But good point. All right. So I don't know why my mic is moving. Okay. Yep. Joe Johnson, please could you look at LTC? Looks super bullish on high time frame. Well, everything is look super bullish, buddy, on high time frame. But yes, we're gonna see LTC. It's not just LTC that it looks bullish. Most of the altcoins are. Yep. All right. Let's see Tau. Tau for 1 hour, 4 minutes. Okay. Yes, wave 4 should be always longer. Yes, exactly. As this is a guideline, exactly. Regarding timing, this is a guideline. This is the right guideline, but as guideline for shapes is the alternative. Yes. All right. We were at Tau. Let's see Tau. Okay. So Tau also. Okay. Tau is already very clear, guys. He is very clear. We see already invalidation for a bullish in the scenario here. Okay, and potentially, yeah, you cannot really say that this is gonna unfold something very bullish. Okay, so why? Let's move inside it. So you have here a wave 1, 2, right? You have several 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, a finished wave 3 over there. Yeah. Now, what I'm seeing here in this area is, of course, an expanding diagonal. If you want to call this as a wave 5, this might be, of course, an alternative scenario. I'm going to explain. I didn't do this, but I kept it in mind, of course. However, because it is very, very rare to see, of course, an expanding diagonal, but this one works perfectly because it looks like the same shape that I would like to see, the shark teeth and the extended wave 5, which is interfering with the zone 1. So I would say, yes, perfect shape for expanding diagonal. So in case that we are in 1, 2, 3, wave 4 has already definitely invalidated already 364 invalidation of bullish since a long time ago. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, that the AI coins are facing some troubles right now. I don't know. Maybe it's not their time. Maybe it is not their season right now. Most of the market is focusing on Ethereum. I don't know why, but obviously it is the case on Ethereum, and Ethereum, of course, is influencing all the coins related to it. Okay, all the AIs right now, coins are a little bit suffering, starting from Tau. Of course, Bitensor is a very known AI company, guys. Yeah, it's a huge project. Yeah, I support this. So it's a very nice company. So you can find also more information about it. Just go to bitensor.com. You can see it. And basically, what you have here, of course, is a corrective wave. Okay, in this scenario, it turns corrective ABC. Okay, this wave C there. Therefore, I'm going to remove, of course, all of this. No need anymore. Let's clean up just to see clearer. Invalidation, yes, taken. Potentially here, yes, wave 5 finished. We're going to keep it. So, yeah. Now, why I'm convinced an alternative scenario. Very, very interesting. You see this price. Okay, if you're going to start corrective here, A, B, and a C, what a horrible wave C. As an expanding flat. What a horrible wave C. You got already the answer in Tau that, okay, even this, considering this as ABC expanding flat, is not working. What does it mean? It means I'm obliged to take this as expanding diagonal, and I have to consider it as a wave 5. How? I'm gonna make a new label here for a new alternative scenario. So we still here a wave 1. We still a wave 2, but I'm not a wave 3 here. 3, 4, and a 5 to be unfolding later on. After a very long sideways, W, X, and a Y, this is still the same. We start here a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and sorry, let me zoom in and count the micros nicely. So we have here a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is a very, very micro one. And here we go. And then you have after it another 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, obviously finished there. Here we go. And then this is 1, 2, 1, 2, yes. And then you have a final 1, 2 here, wave 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. Here we go. This is actually what we were counting before, right? Now, if this case scenario is going on here, what if that we have wave 4, wave 5, finish there? Can be. This is like a finished impulse toward the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. I know the time again. What is not nice, again, the wave 4, not reflecting perfectly the time. But again, it's not invalidation. Sometimes it can be a trap, so we don't want to be confused. And that's why, of course, we didn't went into this option maybe from the beginning regarding the timing, right? So yeah, but still can be a 1, 2 here. And then, sorry, wave 2 finished over there. And we have another 1, 2, 1, 2 here, 3, 4, and a 5. Finished there. Exactly. W, X, A, B, C, D, and a E. Yes. Okay. So several 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, finishing wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. What does it mean? It means that you finished here an impulse and you finished with it a big wave 1, 2. And that's why we see a very, very deep price right now. Okay. Now we come to test the wave 2 because this is the next probability. We are currently in the perfect targets for wave 2. 0.618, 0.786. If we dive deeper in this correction, definitely you have a leading diagonal here, right? And definitely, of course, whether you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, which is very convincing, right? Based on that type of impulse. What is not convincing is a wave 4, of course. Why? Because the wave 4 is not reflecting the wave 2 again in time, right? But in case, because of that, because this doubt here that this wave 4 belongs to this structure, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what if this is not related to it and each structure are different, A, B, and a C extended wave? Now, if you take, of course, the fib levels taken from the 1, 2, you will see even that we have passed or overpassed the 1.618. Wave 3, here we go. We have passed even the 1.618, which is incredible, right? Kind of like even saying, okay, yeah, it's still a big wave 3 here. That's true. This is not related to this one because I'm the own wave 3 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're gonna get another wave 4 reflecting this and then moving down. Okay, so this is our signal. In case we get corrective here, corrective and not impulsive 5 ways up, 3 ways down continuation, which is your wave 2, still potential, of course, very extended, ABC, breaking the high as confirmation. Therefore, okay, it's bearish, meaning 3 waves or triangle. Okay, we move down, it is bearish. How much bearish? Let's see the daily right now. Here is time for the daily. Let me arrange alternative bullish. Okay. All right. So this is how we're gonna estimate. We still, of course, in a potential 1, 2. Now in the daily or in a bigger view, what's gonna happen, guys? If we move down and if this is a 1, 2 here, let me just push the daily on. So, oh my God, daily. Here we go. Okay. So in case we are in this bullish scenario on the daily, you know, we are in a big wave 1 here, right? So on the daily, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, wave 2, WX and a Y, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1 again, and you have wave 2. And potentially you're looking, of course, for an impulse toward the upside, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now, in this case, you finished a wave 1, right? It's a very clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse, and we have a very clear corrective wave. Description. Yes, the description is total. If you mean the list of the description, of course, I update this after the stream because I copy paste this with the timing, buddy. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And then, of course, you have a corrective wave. If our count is exactly as we did, a wave 1, a wave 2 here, wave 3, 4, and a 5, for a wave 3 is unfolding as 1, 2, wave 3 toward the upside. If we get, of course, 5 waves up, 3 waves down, continuation for higher, the signal has to be taken. If not, if we are corrective, 3 waves or triangle, okay, we drop to the next box. It's a bigger wave 2. A, B, and a C regular flat. In confluence, you have of course, the regular flat A, B, and a C. In confluence with fib levels, of course, for a wave 2 as a 0.618 or 0.5. Okay, so here, I mean, tau is very close. It's very close. If it's not gonna explode toward the upside, showing some strengths, definitely we're heading to there. And I believe it can do it because FET also is doing this. FET is a very common coin with tau. Okay, like common, I mean it's an AI and it's a project and so on. Yeah, so yeah. So and both shows the same. We're gonna see FET, of course. Both shows the same scenarios, the same ABC, a very deeper wave 2, and that because they might be preparing for their own season. Okay. Yep. That's it regarding tau, guys. This is the alternative scenario that we might have. All right. Okay. Next one is render. Let's see render at 1 hour 15. Okay. Render. So as you can see, guys, there are groups, as I mentioned in the first, in the start of the stream. There are groups, yeah. AI coins are their own groups. They have their own season, I believe, because FET, for example, is aiming the same. Okay, here we go. FET is bullish, of course, but still having a wave 2, probably deeper, the same as tau. Okay, and then moving up. They already give the signal very, very earlier than any other coin, meaning they are decoupled alone in a side, of course, as their own season. Okay, so I see already another season unfolding later on. Okay, so that is, I'm jumping directly for FET, but let's move on with render. So for render, of course, it has an alternative scenario, and that because we got invalidation, yeah. Let's go to our chart. So if we are in a wave 1 here in the yellow, 1, 2, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is your wave 3 finished, right? In this case, if this is your wave 3 as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 3, meaning you are in a big correction wave 4 for the yellow. Now, invalidation for the yellow is not allowed, of course, to take the zone 1, which we just did, of course, today. We are exactly at the invalidation and revisiting. Okay, so therefore, definitely an alternative scenario. No need to spend so much time there. So the alternative scenario, sorry, is this one, alternative bullish. Here we go. Therefore, we have to count it differently. What if we were counting 1, 2, 3, right? Both are impulses. You were looking for 4, 5. Now, what if 1, 2, 1, and a 2? But this is also, of course, an impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, and a C, and moving toward the upside. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. Now, confluence, of course, we are very close to 0.786. So even if this scenario still has a chance to move for higher as a wave 2, we should, before taking the 886, we should start to see something moving toward the upside. Okay? Otherwise, of course, yeah, something wrong is going on. Now, what is beautiful here? You can see, of course, potentially this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, meaning A, B, and a C. And when you see A, B, and a C, this is corrective, meaning W, X, wave Y, zigzag as well. Okay, so very likely to be in a W, X, and a Y here, very deep, hitting the 0.786, but we should see some strengths, guys. Be careful. If we don't see this strength soon, again, 5 ways up, 3 ways down, breaking this. I would like, preferably even to see a V shape while moving those 5 ways up. Okay, V shape, moving down, breaking the high, continuation toward the upside. Okay, so it is time. Very close. Of course, I would like to see this in confluence with Bitcoin dominance moving toward the downside. Is it gonna move down? Oh my god, it's so annoying a little bit with the dominance, honestly, guys. But yeah, yep. So this is what I'm looking for, guys. Still very valid. Okay, 1, 2, and then after 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In a bigger view, why we are looking at this? Because in a bigger view on the daily, guys, we are already, of course, in this trend up here. So now I know that we dive deeper the last time here, which I don't like it, but you can consider it just a wick here, okay? And then it has, of course, start to move for higher again. But if you take the trend line, we want to see, of course, this in confluence as well for render. Alternative bullish, here we go. The blue box, okay? Preferably that we don't take the 886, preferably, guys. Yep, and regarding the daily, guys, we are very bullish, yeah? So, I mean, on the weekly, we are in the low. On the daily, we are in the low. On the 4 hours chart, we are in the low. So, again, even more evidence that nothing is bearish here. Nothing is bearish is starting from this top. Do you have a bearish scenario unfolding? Well, you have simply very clear 3 ways towards the downside, meaning you're starting already corrective. 3 ways down, 3 ways up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Probably finished here as a regular flat. 1-to-1 fib level in our box of opportunity. Okay, if it's gonna come back to this box of opportunity, I'm pretty sure it's gonna explode towards the upside again. Very simple. And I doubt that it's gonna come to this area. I believe the momentum of this trend line is gonna be taken, and it might unfold something for higher very soon. But of course, guys, keep in mind, of course, the signals. I mean, keep the levels in mind where we definitely decide to be bearish. We're gonna take the low, the 886. Okay, so the 886 might be the final decision here. Yeah, I was even considering another bigger scenario, the same as we did before. It can be possible. It can be possible, by the way. Like you have a 1, 2, and then in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, your wave 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can even consider all of it 1, 2. So let's do this alternative 2. Let me put it there. That's why I'm still very bullish, guys. There is many 1, 2s here that you can count them. They are very fractal here, the impulses. So they can just work in any type. You can see here 1, 2, wave 3, wave 4, no invalidation, 4, and a wave 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Sorry, here 5 exactly. This is what I was counting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Let me zoom in to show you. So you have 1, 2, 3, wave 4, wave 5. It can be diagonal here, wave 5. Okay, very simple diagonal. Let me show you what's going on. Here we go. All right. So you have a big wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. To finish this wave 5, meaning you finished here a 1, 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Here we go. What does it mean? It means it's a finished impulse as well, all of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Round. Here we go. The next blue box in this area is, of course, still there. Here we go. And that means alternative 2. The difference between the first alternative and this one is the blue boxes. So even with this, you still can be in a big wave 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5. Yeah, unfortunately, you cannot make sure you are bearish until you really take the 886 there. Yeah. And therefore, okay, we decide, yes, it is bearish. We're moving towards the downside. You're going to take the low and you're moving towards the downside. On the daily, what does it mean? If we move down, let's say it's going to happen. In this case, of course, therefore, you have to take it from the top. 3 waves down here. Potentially 3 waves truncated, which is very annoying because you didn't took even the 1-to-1 flip level or even that you took the high. That's why I'm not convinced at all. I see it at double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not convinced, guys. I'm not convinced. I mean, even if you want to think bearish with it, you have to take it like... I'm just trying to find a bearish scenario that is convincing. Okay, I found one. That you have, of course, 3 waves finished over there. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, and a C expanding flat, right? Because this wave is lower. And I have this scenario before, by the way. Here we go. A, B, and a C still longer, meaning here you are in 1, 2, 3. A, B, C, of course, expanding flat wave 4. No invalidation. And then you have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not convincing, but yeah, still, of course, in case that this is an impulse, wave 2 given, and then you're looking for a wave 3 towards the downside to finish a wave 5. Okay. It can be, but I'm not convinced why. Because, of course, this is a 3 waves. Why it has to be very big impulse towards the downside. Okay. And we finished perfectly on the 1-to-1 fib level already. Here we go. As regular flat. You finish perfectly in the 1-to-1 fib level, which is in the box of opportunity. And yeah, why? I don't know. Plus, another signal that I'm not convinced even that this is a wave 4 for wave 2. Wave 2 is very shallow in time. The wave 4 is huge in time. Okay? So I'm not really convinced, guys. I'm much more convinced, of course, in one of these scenarios that it might unfold as double 1, 2, or even, just one big 1, 2 can still possible. Like here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and then you move down. 1, 2, and then continuation after 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this might be your wave 3, your wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 for a wave 3. I'm not convinced, of course, yet that we are in the bearish, right? We have been bearish anyway. Yeah, so why we would still go down? I don't see it, guys. All right, so that was it for render. We're gonna watch, of course, the levels step by step. We're not moon boys, of course. We're just estimating, of course, what are the possibilities step by step. So currently, the price action, the closest priority for this is right now this scenario as a big wave 1, 2. If we see a move toward the upside, which I'm expecting it. By the way, let's see the confluence. 1-to-1 fib level. Wave Y. Here we go. Wave Y, guys, because it is a wide range. Of course, 0.618 already passed, but it can be even extending a little bit to the 1.38 even. Great. Yep. So we have to estimate this. We cannot just see bearish yet. Even you have this 1, 2. So the perfect, I mean, where you can say, okay, 90% we are bearish is 2.79. Very simple. Great, guys. Total is the description. Yes, we already read this. What about the 1-day chart, macro view? For render, we just saw it. We just saw it, right? We just saw it. The daily for the macro view. We are in very bullish scenarios. We have a very, very high potential of bullish scenarios. You have a wave 1 impulse, wave 2, 1, 2, and you move for the wave 3 toward the upside. This is also a big impulse. This is very corrective, and you move for higher. Another scenario, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 leading diagonal, wave 5. Final scenario is 3 waves up to finish wave A, 3 waves down to finish wave B. You move for a wave C, up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The only bearish scenario that I see, of course, is a bigger ABC or a longer AB and a C. Yeah. So, yeah. Jarunsak. Polkadot already there, buddy. It's already there. I think you asked for it. So it's still there in the special request. Sorry, buddy. It's going to be a very long live stream, but we need this. The market is in a critical situation. So we have to take the time a little bit to be sure with the things. Yeah. So it's coming. Okay. It's going to come, but I'm going to try my best to move on faster a little bit. Okay. So FET, it's almost the same like Tau, as I mentioned. So where is FET? Here we go. So yeah, FET is still bullish, guys. On the daily, we still, of course, in this impulse towards the upside where you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have definitely a correction here. Nothing is bearish, guys. You have definitely a correction, and we see simply, of course, an ABC. The wave C here for a wave 2 is simply extending to this area. Very simple. And obviously that this, okay, it is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. It's going to end up over there. And then starting, of course, to move towards the upside. Okay. So there is no alternative for bullish here because already clear. We got invalidation and you cannot count a 1 here. You cannot count an impulse. Okay. We were estimating double 1, 2. But once this 1, 2 is invalidated, took the low, okay, it's gone. We're moving down. This is much more clearer price action for FET, I would say, than the other. Total. Yes, it's good, man, to hear. We really appreciate the analysis. I don't know about everyone else, but this is really helping calming my nerves. That's good, man. That's good. Good to hear. But yeah, I mean, it just watch the levels. Of course, I mean, all what you need to know is about the levels. What is the next priority of the scenarios? Is it still active or invalidated? And if not, okay, what is next? What is next? Until, of course, you have to manage your trades based on that. Of course, you have to know what is the worst case scenario and what is the next scenario. This is the most important. The worst case scenario is to cover yourself. Like, can I handle it until that price? If it moves down, can I handle the loss? Can I get out? Can I, yeah, so this is the safety and risk management. And from there, you start to feel relief because you know what is the worst case scenario. Okay, if that is the worst case scenario, let it get there. If she can get me, okay, let it get me if she can, you know? So this is the thing. You start to feel, of course, much better about it. But if you are in a very bad trade, like a very bad entry, and you don't feel yourself covered up, and that the scenarios, the next potential, are very close to each your portfolio, then okay, there is something wrong in your risk management. Okay, so this is the thing. Yep, guys. So this is for FET. The next scenario is very clear here. We're looking for the wave C for a wave 2 and then moving for higher. I'm not going to enter into this because obviously it's very, very clear that on the daily, okay, that is the case. We don't have any kind of a wave 1 here. If you want to count this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, even it doesn't work. Let me show you like a 1, 2, and then wave 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah, wave 5 is longer than wave 3. Zigzag 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wow, that is an alternative now. I don't think so. I don't think so, guys. Why? Because if this is your wave 1, this is an impulse. Okay, it cannot be a zigzag. This, of course, is 3 waves here, kind of. I prefer to count only this as a wave 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, kind of like wave 4 is a running flat. This is why. And this is your wave 5. Therefore, yeah, I don't see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. Let's keep this percentage there. Okay, watch of course this level, guys. You are already in the perfect area as well for wave 2. It might be, yeah, in confluence. It might be, but I'm not very convinced with it, honestly. Okay, I'm still looking for the 0.5. Exactly, it was 1-to-1 fib level, yeah, in confluence as an A, B, and a C. Hitting the 0.618, exactly 0.5, exactly there. And then moving up. And this is very bullish, sorry, very bearish, honestly, as a wave here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So, but watch it. Let's watch it. If you get the signal 5 ways up, 3 ways down, continuation, that might be the signal. If you see this repeating all over this area before touching the 886, all over this area here, okay, you might consider it, but be careful. Okay, higher possibility is 0.5 in a bigger finished corrective way. And FET already showed this potential of correction and moving down. Okay, so that's why. Okay, next one is Link. Okay, Link is also interesting, showing some clear price. Actually, with Link, we were already in this scenario. In Link, we are already in this scenario, which might be, of course, still a wave 2, because as per our count already, there was no other way rather than finishing wave 1 here. So ABC wave 2 hit and potentially can be finished very, very soon. In confluence as 1-to-1, regular flat. Okay, already passed. That means, of course, we have to consider this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, wave A or a wave 1, wave B or a wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Can be extended, yes. Yeah, and this 1, 2, let me check, what is that? A, B, and a C. Yes, this is a diagonal here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C expanding flat. Wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. If this is your wave C, okay, that's great. A, B, and a C might finish a wave 2 here in the blue box. Or be careful, of course, from lower. It might be a big wave 1, 2, and then wave 3, 4, and a 5. If this happens here, okay, yeah, we have to be careful with it, because, of course, if it is an impulse, that's not a good sign, okay? Unless this transforms to something else, guys, like something very complex, something like this, W, X, and a Y. So 3 ways down, up, 3 ways down to hit the perfect fib level. But we're going to take it step by step, okay? But yeah, we start to estimate the levels from there for Link, and we're still looking for higher. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, continuation for higher prices. I cannot say we're bearish yet. I cannot really say that we are bearish. We can be, of course, in a corrective, the same as we were there. We're gonna be here, yeah. So no problem. Yep. That is regarding Link. I was thinking if there is something else that I can add, but basically that's it. AVE, a very strong chart, honestly, guys. I'm starting to be a little bit fan for it. AVE is showing power, showing strength on the weekly. Okay, so already is very impulsive on the all-time history, wave A or wave 1. And of course, the very long sideways range did not reach the 0.38, which is a signal of power, right, of strength. And then we see, of course, even with this very long sideways, it might be just simply finished here, WX and a Y, and you might be in double 1, 2, and then you continue toward the upside, rather than being in a very long A, B, and a C, D. Of course, it can be a triangle here, or it can be an A, B, and a C regular flat. But this, I doubt it, because when you go in time, you don't have to pay in price anymore. Okay? And it reminds me a little bit with Ethereum. Very interesting. By the way, is AAVE based on Ethereum? Yep, here we go. AAVE is contract on Ethereum. I don't know if you see this, guys, but yeah, I think you can see it. It is based, of course, on as a contract on Ethereum, which is the strongest right now in this bull trend for the old season, right? Yep. So that's why I still see, of course, some strength there. So let's move inside it on the 2 hours chart for AVE. What do we have? The same as Link. Okay, so the same as Link. We already finished our impulse anyway. We don't have any problem already there. So for this group, Link and AVE, and I think AVAX as well. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go into it. But AVE, Link, and AVAX, they are the same category here, the same group in their price action. Okay, you have 1, 2, and another 1, 2 right now. You are in the perfect blue box again, as A, B, and a C. Yep, very close. Very close to be finished even, and obviously that this is a 3 waves down. W, X, and potentially wave Y here, A, B, and a C wave Y. Very interesting. So if we take the fib levels in confluence here as a W, X, and a Y, you can see that we did not reach the 1-to-1 fib level, which is the most common. Here we go. We're gonna see the reaction there, guys. We might be very close for the bottom, and we might see something moving toward the upside very soon. Let's watch this dominance. Okay, the dominance is breaking the triangle. Okay, so we want to see this triangle finally broken. At least take the 1-to-1 fib level, and we take it from there. This is definitely a zigzag, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Might be ending diagonal here. It might be an ending diagonal A, B, and a C. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Or 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, a lot of 1, 2s. That would be horrible. If a lot of 1, 2s, that means a wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. That will be horrible. Yeah, this is a fear scenario. If it happens, it might be horrible. Let's see Bitcoin. Oh, Bitcoin is moving up with it. Okay, that's interesting. Let's see. Okay, the alts are moving down. Okay, so Bitcoin shows power right now. Okay, interesting. Okay, we're gonna watch this, guys. We're gonna watch this because I believe once we top here for the Bitcoin dominance, everything will continue as it was. Okay, as it was within this drop, meaning the bull trend. But very close. We're very close to see it. All right. Let's see AVAX. So yes, I think AVAX is one of those coins in the group of AVE and Link. So I think so. I'm not sure, guys. Let me check. Yes, as I mentioned, we have topped for wave 1, guys. Okay, so we have topped for a wave 1. So meaning also you might be in double 1, 2 here. Okay, 1-to-1 fib level. So 1, A, B, and a C, 1, 2, and then another 1, 2 right now. You might, of course, continue for higher. The 1-to-1 fib level as A, B, C zigzag was not even reach the 0.618, guys. It didn't reach even the 0.618. And that means, of course, yes, definitely we are here potentially in double 1, 2. 1-to-1 fib level is, of course, taken from this zigzag. Yes, why I'm not sure even that this is an impulse here. Look at the wave 3. Wave 3 is the shortest between wave 5 and wave 1. Therefore, it's a W, X, and a Y, I believe so. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You see? It's an A, B, and a C, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. and you have an A, B, and a C, meaning this is a definitely WXNY. I'm very convinced with this. This is a very clear one. I love it. And you have here 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finished A, potentially B, and a C. The wave C can be ending diagonal, can overshoot a little bit the 1-to-1 Fib level, no problem. And it might, of course, again, finish in confluence with Bitcoin dominance. Once Bitcoin dominance will reach this area, I believe all the targets will be reached as well for the altcoins, and we might move towards the upside. Of course, we have to watch and closer what's going to happen in the next hours. Right, that is regarding AVAX. Those three guys, Link, AVE, AVAX, are the same 100%. Same group. We are in SPX 6900 for 1 hour 45. Okay, let me hydrate. Okay, SPX 6900. Yep, here we go. SPX already, I think we're already looking for this scenario wave 4. I think SPX is working fine, perfectly as expected, guys. We don't have any kind of invalidation yet. Of course, it's very, very far from being invalidated here. So invalidation of bullish, and it was already expected. This target, even before the drop here, this target was laid, of course, over there. We have 1, 2, 1, 2, wave 3, 4, 5. You're looking for wave 4. So this is totally perfect. Okay. Lionheart, Anna. Yes. Is this move finished? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I don't like it. Wave 3 is shorter than wave 5, wave 1, meaning it's a W, X, and a Y. It's gonna be finished as well very soon. The whole market is moving in W, X, and a Y. You think it is an impulse, guys. You think so. But it is a very, very sharp W, X, and a Y, honestly. I don't see a clear impulse or a healthy one. All right, that is regarding SPX. If we take also in confluence the 1-to-1 Fib level here, did we reach it? Well, yes, you just reached the 1-to-1 Fib level. You can overshoot, of course, for a W, X, and Y. You can overshoot a little bit, definitely. Shukri, FET has been done already at 1 hour 30. Yep. Okay, guys. Let's move on. We have a lot of Mina. Mina asked for a DENT. We can take a look, and it is the last one. Yeah, it's the last special request for today, guys. Yeah, the others we take it in. Actually, someone, yeah, Lionheart just asked for it. So before, here we go. So yeah. All right, guys. Next one is virtuals. 48. So for virtuals, let's see. Virtuals. Here we go. Well, virtuals is a group of tau and FET. Very simple. Group of tau and FET. I repeat, it is, of course, in a longer wave 2 on the daily. It has confirmed that nothing is impulsive during this up. We were looking for potential double 1-2, and it has confirmed, nope, I'm a wave a C. For a regular flat, A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 1-to-1 Fib level, hitting wave 2 as a big 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave 1 here. And I believe, okay, I'm more convinced even right now to change this because of this signal. Yeah, to change this, that this wave 5 is finished over there. I know that you cannot really see it, but here we go. It's a very tricky one, but here we go. Okay, it is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, to finish wave 1. And I'm very convinced, of course, in this 3 waves down, 3 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why? Because we got, of course, an impulse I'm convinced, okay, we have topped over there. You cannot be in an expanding flat here. It's a very deep one. It's time to top there, of course, as an answer. And of course, we got A, B, and a C towards the downside. Okay. So this is how the things work. Of course, guys, the things change. Now you say, okay, KG changed his labels. Of course, they will change based on the answers that you get and the updates that you have. Once you invalidate here an impulse toward the upside and say, okay, oh, I'm still corrective. Okay, if you are corrective still, you cannot take your correction from this point. You have to take it from this high. Okay, and therefore, you have to consider, despite that it is a weird one, you have to consider, of course, this is your wave 5 as an ending diagonal. Okay, yep, because of the answer given there. So target 0.98, I would say $1. Okay, $1 for virtuals is a very psychological one, and it moves toward the upside. Next to FET and TAO, if you have realized, those are the same price action. FET and TAO. What is it? TAO? Here we go. The same. ABC. Okay. What is next is XRP 150. Hello, Alfonso. Hello, man. Nice to see you. All right. Let's see XRP. Okay. So XRP, I didn't take a look at it today. Of course, I didn't have so much time, but let's see, of course, where are we heading there? Are we still in this leading diagonal or invalidated? All right, so ending diagonal. Why? Because 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4. You're looking for a wave 5. So your wave 5, if it is finished internally, you don't see any impulse towards the upside unless truncated, meaning 4 and a 5. And in this case scenario, of course, you are in an A, B, and a C. But I cannot call this before taking the low because it's still playing in priority. Don't forget a wave 2 as diagonal. It has, of course, those targets as main targets, even the 886. Okay, so we are still in the perfect target, I would say, and we're finishing a structure here, obviously 1 2 3 4 and a 5, and obviously this is 3 ways down. Thank you. It has already kind of like confirmed a little bit here that we might be, of course, in a correction, unless you want to consider this a 1 2 3 4 and a 5. I'm checking. Well, yes, it can be as well, guys, so we have to be careful. So it can be also a big wave A here. Big wave A, B, and a C. But even if it is a big wave A, it is done. It is finished. This is your wave 5. You're moving up. Unless, of course, it is A, B, and a C, meaning zigzag, zigzag, and impulse. Okay. So let's watch the 886. If broken, okay, it might be something else. But even if broken, I doubt it's going to move directly. It's going to retrace and then move down, okay? Yep, that is regarding XRP. I'm still looking for higher. Very clear for me. Still looking for higher right now. Same targets. Of course, I'm going to show the targets for XRP, but still the same targets. 4.11, 3.9 might still be hit as diagonal. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Big one. Because you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. The wave 5, well, might be unfolding here, unless you want to consider this is a truncation wave 5, by the way, as I mentioned, as a scenario, and you are in A, B, and a C for the next wave 4 here in the blue one, right? And then you finish wave 3 over there. Therefore, you finish wave 4, and you're still looking for the wave 5 in the blue one. Okay, meaning this wave 5 finished there. And for safety, let me think. Yes, for safety as priority, this should be first. Yes, as priority for safety as well, of course. This should be considered first as priority, and potentially one-to-one fib level still can be possible. Okay, invalidation is over there. This is better, guys, because even at least you have some invalidation point here. So yeah. Can be possible. Even it can be A, B, C, one-to-one fib level and moving for wave 5 in the blue. And I am much more convinced, guys, because 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, why wave 5 in the white scenario is gonna be very big. I prefer to give it a truncation here, okay? Why truncation, by the way? Because you see 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? Failing just to take the low with few dollars, meaning it can be an impulse wave 5 finished but truncated. Okay, and in that case, I would prefer to give it because it says very small wave 1, and I prefer, yes, that it is done and finished. And based on the wave 2, wave 4 here is more than enough. This wave 4 doesn't match at all, knowing that the time is not invalidation, but much more logical, of course, is this one. Therefore, yeah, preferably that this is a wave 4 as a blue. Anyway, if this is a wave 4 for any of these wave 2, it doesn't match at all. But as we know that XRP loves long time correction. He makes very fast move and very long corrections, right? This is XRP character. So, yep, we have to accept it. All right. The next one is HBAR. Sorry for HBAR, who was waiting for it. So 156 HBAR. Okay. Hedera. So for this one, okay, we are looking at wave 3. Oh, everything is fine. Everything is fine. As you can see, some coins, guys, are just working perfectly with the scenarios. Yeah, so they are still perfect, of course. And we see a way for only one group, which is, of course, invalidating right now, which is Solana, Render, and so on, and Injective probably. But they might, of course, shift to another bullish scenario. Very simple. But this one is working perfectly. And obviously, we have 3 ways down. Corrective, you are in ABC here. Potentially, it can be even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finished. 408 4 expected in time and in fib levels. Okay, deeper a little bit, but based on Elliott wave, you would like to see your wave 4 comes to next to each other. Meaning the next target is still, of course, the same. Nothing has changed from the last analysis. Rather than everything is working perfectly. Okay, I would say let's move for WIF and for your special request at 58. All right, guys. So let's see. WIF. Okay. Yes, invalidation taken. All right. So WIF gave us already a signal. Invalidation taken. So no need to go further here with this one. Let's create a new alternative scenario. All right. What is the alternative here inside this wave? Now this wave is secured as 1, 2. But what it can be over there? Okay, very choppy one here, which is a little bit not very convincing as bullish. We didn't took the high even, yes. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm gonna just think a little bit before. Okay, we got it. Okay, we got it. So you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here. Okay. This is your main wave 3. Why? Because you don't have invalidation. Okay. So this is a perfect impulse, I would say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finishing as an ending diagonal here. Okay. Here we go. And I'm gonna put this in gray. This is your main wave 3 here. And another scenario here is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leading diagonal for a wave 1. Now double check. Okay, I think it's taken wave 5 as diagonal. Yeah, the 1-to-1 fib level is taken. So I cannot consider it as a leading diagonal. Okay, then how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Very ugly one. Yeah. A, B, and a C. Okay. That might be the thing. So it might be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is your wave 5. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 somehow here. And you got, yeah, let me check this wave 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yes, the wave 5 can be not longer here, right? Let's just make sure of it. So it's exactly 1-to-1. Okay, it didn't touch it. Yes, so it can be, of course, a leading an ending diagonal here, wave 5. Here we go. And that means, of course, this is your wave 1, 2 here. So 1, 2, you're looking for wave 3, 4, and a 5. I'm going to explain the wave 2 1 second, guys. So this is, of course, the main scenario here. So wave 2, by the way, it's here. Why? Because this might be, of course, an expanding flat. A, B, and a C supposing to be ABC, but it has finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse, failing to take the low, running flat. Very nice. Okay, so that is a good indication, because if it was not 5 ways toward the downside, I wouldn't call it. Okay, if that was not 5 ways down, failing to take the, I wouldn't call it. So that is looking like ABC. And that means, of course, you have finished here a wave 1, guys. Solitarius, nice to see you, buddy. A little bit late, yes. But you're welcome at any time. We just start, of course, with the round of the special request, meaning we still have, of course, some time to finish. So 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. Meaning, yes, guys, you're still, of course, in a potential 1, 2 here. Let's watch the targets. So if we are in a wave 2 here, you would like to reach this area as a wave 2 in an impulse. So we are in the perfect area for a wave 2. We need to move up very soon. We need to move up very soon from there. Obviously, here we have like A, B, and a C. Again, W, X, and a Y. And potentially this wave Y is a zigzag. W, X, and a Y. Wave 2. And here we go. This is, oops, here we go. This is the alternative bullish scenario, guys. So we're going to see, of course, what's going to happen. Invalidation, of course, or I would say 90% gone at the 886. So let me just rename this alternative bullish. Okay. And of course, we don't forget that we have already a bullish scenario here, already starting from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Of course, this is your main scenario. Wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Yep. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. I mean, for wave 3 here, you need a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Of course, those are still very close. Later on, we adjust them, but this is the idea. Yep, and here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, here we go. Definitely, this also a W, X, and a Y. There you go, guys. All right, that was the alternative. Let's watch the 886. We need to, of course, unfold something in Confluence. Let's watch also the target from this zone, W to the X, wave Y. We are exactly at the 1-to-1 fib level. And I see almost a slow momentum, yeah? Slowing down there. And it might start to unfold something towards the upside. All right, guys, that was it for WIF. Sorry, it took time a little bit, but yep. 2 hours, 5 minutes. DOWGE. Okay. Yep. Let's see this one. I think this one was requested by I forgot the name, but yeah, you asked me to put this in the videos. Not yet, not yet. There is no data in the back. We're still, of course, estimating, and I'm not really sure what is that. If I can really count it as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So it's still a fresh, young one. We are on the 1 hour chart here, meaning it's a very, very fresh chart, and definitely not. We never do this on this channel, putting such a chart, of course. I mean, on the video only, but with the streams, very welcome, of course, guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The wave 4 is not finished. Obviously, it is unfolding as a triangle here. You're having A, B, C, D, E, which almost finished. If you finish, you need to move higher. Okay, you need to move for higher. Now, based on this wave 2, okay, yeah, it is a long wave 2. So, yeah, it might be a triangle here, definitely. But still looking for the same target. Nothing has changed. Simply, the wave 4 is ranging as a triangle. You will move for higher 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. El templo del acero. Puedes ver POPCAT. Okay, I think you asked for POPCAT, but I hope that I'm sure. But of course, if we have time, buddy, okay? If we have time. And welcome to the live stream. I don't understand Spanish, but I try my best. It's a nice language. I love it. So, by the way, I my best style of music is Latino and Spanish music. Yep. All right. So, BONK. Here we go. All right. Yes. For BONK, let's go to the daily. Here we go. All right, for BONK is looking, of course, impulsive, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're still looking for this wave 5. Now, did we got invalidation? Yes, we got invalidation. We didn't reach the wave 3, obviously, but what is very beautiful on the daily is a very clear impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Meaning it is, of course, a 1, 2. What I was expecting, of course, is a extended wave 5 to reach, of course, this zone, and then 4 and a 5. But unfortunately, it didn't. It didn't reach even the target. It has moved very down, and of course, we took the zone 1, meaning it's not anymore. And that means, of course, you are in 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, potentially right now. Okay. So if we move to the 2 hours chart here, yeah, we need a total alternative scenario. Wave 3, wave 4 is not done. I'm gonna, yeah, be careful here. We hit exactly the 1-to-1 fib level, so it is a key level, as I mentioned. And yeah, we have to be careful from the ABC here. Meaning, of course, in case you are zigzag, ABC, we might move down. But on the daily, it doesn't really show it. So we have to consider, of course, another 1, 2 here. Okay, another 1, 2. So what I'm going to do here is a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Finished over there. Here we go. What was tricky in this move here is that the wave 4 was very sideways and it was showing potential for higher. And then we move down. But still, of course, very corrective, right? This is very corrective. Solitarius, HBAR, 1 hour 56, buddy. Just made it, just done. You're very welcome. And MG, nice to see you, buddy. Nice to see you, man. You did it. you could join our stream. That's nice to see you, man. All right, so we have wave 1 here, potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Brackets, orange. To finish wave 3, to finish later on 4, to finish later on 5. Okay, I'm gonna keep this level just to remind us on the ABC. Okay, that was it for BONK. I'm still looking. Okay, I mean, that was not it. I forgot the target. I'm very in rush. Here we go, guys. We are at the 0.38, the minimum target for wave 2. So you can consider it. Yeah, you can start to consider that we can move toward the upside from there. And I still believe, of course, this is a very corrective wave in between. This is a W, X, and a Y, or A, B, and a C. Yep. No worry, Solitarius. All good, buddy. And here we go. All right. Comp is not a nice one. I already know the coin, and yeah, it's not really good coin, honestly, and that because from the all-time history, right? So comp USD. Okay, even I removed from my list. Where was it? Crypto. Okay, we're gonna analyze it from the beginning, no worries. But I need the all-time history. Yeah, that's why. That's why. It has started at $927, and currently you are at 44. The lowest price was 23. So from 900 to $23. So why we should put such a chart on our screen, right? This is the thing, guys. So yeah, I prefer to not go into this, guys. I really do. I prefer to keep the things much more safe for you and the content much more reliable. So sorry, buddy. For who asked for comp, I really cannot analyze this. It's so bad, okay? It is an impulse toward the downside. Whatever correction you got, just an idea. Whatever correction you got here, you're gonna move toward the downside again to reply to this A, B, and a C at least, which is very, very bad. For spot holders, very bad. And for future, they can sell this. I don't know, but I mean, it's worse, right? Yeah. But I prefer to show something always better for both sides, okay? For spot holders and for futures. That's why. Let's see DOT. DOT was showing a little bit better price action lately. So not bad one. Let's see DOT. Knowing that on the all-time history is so bad, again, I mean, this drop. But what I was influenced with it is, of course, that it has started at least with an impulse. Clear impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the daily here. Daily. Which is a finish wave 1 or wave A. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, which is impulsive wave A, and this is what I don't like. One single impulse toward the downside directly flashing everyone. Then B and a C finishing, of course, in an ending diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Very ugly one. And on the lower time frame, it was supposed to be nice, but obviously now I see something. Yeah, what starts already bad. I believe is gonna continue to be But I believe, okay, what if we finished simply here? Yeah, let me just do a new scenario here. So what if you have 1, 2, okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 3, 4, and a 5, very simply like that, gray. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, simply like that. Brackets, yes, let's put it in blue, for example. And therefore, that means, of course, you are in a big wave 1, 2. So I prefer this alternative, of course, because we saw already the invalidation. And yeah, I'm not surprised. And you are in A, B, and a C. Okay, so A, B, and a C here. Or W, X, and Y, of course. Yeah, so regarding the targets, if you are in this scenario still, okay, you are already in the perfect zone for a wave 2. And as we can see, guys, for most of the altcoins, okay, this is coming in the conclusion. I start to give you the conclusion from now. So alternative, yeah, bullish. All right. So this is for DOT, and obviously you need to watch the 886. But yeah, if we are looking still for higher, it should unfold very, very soon. Let's see Turbo, if that is a good coin or not. If it is really Turbo. Okay, we did this before, obviously. Oh, very old analysis. Obviously, you can see it from the presentation, guys. All right, so let's remove actually everything and start from the beginning to see this. Okay, so this is a clear impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 3, wave 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, of course we're gonna have a target body, of course. All right, so this is your wave 8 or your wave 1, right? One of them. So you are looking here at wave 1. Wave 2 probably can be unfinished. I'm gonna explain why. Or it can be, of course, a wave A, B, and a C. Okay. So in this case, you are looking here. Definitely, it's an impulse. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 3, 4, and a 5. Very clear impulse. Okay, very clear impulse towards the downside. Meaning it is an A. You're looking at a wave B and a C towards the downside still. So mini blue. Let's say this one. So be careful because here you have 3-wave corrective. If you are here on the 2 hours chart, if you are impulsive here, if you think this is a wave 3, the wave 4 is very close to the invalidation and it took it already. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Therefore, this is a 3-wave Z structure and definitely you're moving towards the downside. Right. And this is what I'm saying. Like if you are in 1, 2, 3, you have here a wave 4. The wave 5 is 3-wave structure and it's moving down. And if, okay, you still have a potential, probably like still a longer wave 4, even it can be triangle, nobody know, but I doubt it. Yeah, I doubt it. So this is your total invalidation of bullish at exactly 0.0022. Okay, as you can see here. So I'm trying to take this as a wave 5, but obviously it is invalidated already because you have several 1-2s. And after the wave 3, boom. And that means A, B, and a C can be, of course, a big wave. Yeah, what if your wave 5 finish here as diagonal? So I'm going to keep this as scenario 1, 2. So this is your priority. Okay, now it's clearer. I'm gonna put this for you as bullish. Let's put it in the yellow. So for the bullish, you are looking for potentially this scenario wave 2 here. Okay, you need to watch this area. Be careful, of course. Minimum target is 0.38. So from there, you start to expect a wave 2, which I doubt it because I think this is an expanding flat. Therefore, expanding flat targets in confluence with the wave 2 targets, here we go, are inside the perfect blue box. Therefore, I'm expecting this blue box over there. This is exactly your target, also in confluence with the expanding flat. So I would say higher precision with those. Yeah. The very common target for wave 2 and also the very common target for a wave C in expanding flat 0.0022. Okay, that was it for turbo. Let's see JASMY for MT. 2 hour 20. So JASMY. All right. So for JASMY, okay. Yes, invalidated. Not yet. I think. Okay, the invalidation not taken yet, but it can be still, of course, double 1 2. So we have 1 2 3 4 5. You have a very complex wave 2 here. You have already a finished wave 1, wave 2 as well. Probably can be here. Be careful. 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, I'm doubtful a little bit about it. And this now looks like 3 waves. So be careful from a zigzag towards the downside, meaning a bigger 1 2. Still a possibility, meaning this wave 2 can shift over there. Okay. Now, internally on the 2 hours chart, it shows 1 2 3, or it is simply your wave 3 is definitely an impulse anyway. That means it's time to see if 1 2 1 2 is unfolding. If that is a case scenario, meaning now I have to postpone this for later, wave 4, wave 5, yes. And currently you are looking at 1 2 3 4 5, yeah. Okay. And this still might be a WX NOI, still, of course, the same scenario, but for wave 2. This is the difference. Here we go. Why? Because invalidation internally taken, yes. I think you mentioned this on Discord today, Michael, MT. So, here we go. All right. Yes, so we are in the perfect box for wave 2. If we're moving towards the upside, it should show up. Wave Y has to be, of course, a zigzag or a flat. And obviously, here you have something wrong. It's not impulsive 1, 2, 3, 4 interfering. This is a 3 waves, B and a C, meaning it is a 3-wave structure. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, buddy. Glad that it helps, man. This is the point. And yep, we're gonna see this, how it's gonna work, of course. Yep. So this is the next priority, and then if fails, if you take the 886 and you fail, of course, next priority is done. It's very clear. Okay. Bigger wave 2. 1, A, B, and a C. Wave 2. Again, coming back to this area to take this low, which we saw it on the daily. Here we go. Yep. This one. So 1, A, B, and a C. Wave 2, and then moving from there. If you take the low, if it fails again, of course, that is another scenario which is very bearish. Yeah, A, B, and a C. So be careful as well. Yeah, so might be step by step. All right, that was for JASMY. Let's see WorldCoin if it's a coin that's worth to analyze. WorldCoin. Or is it Word USD? Yeah, this one. All-time history, WLD crypto. I think crypto, yes.com. It doesn't work. This is what I expect a little bit. Sorry, guys. I Sometimes from just the name, you feel it's a meme coin and it might not be a safe one. So an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 unfinished. Probably you're finishing this wave 5 in a diagonal, right? Or it can be even a big 1, 2, 3, wave 4, wave 5. Even wave 5 can still be unfinished. Okay. No, sorry, man. And the move toward the upside is not impulsive. You don't have, of course, you see this, but this is simply noise. Okay. Wave 5 is longer than wave 3, meaning no diagonal. You don't have 1, 2, 3, 4 invalidation by taking the zone 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, it has invalidate everything. Therefore, you're not bullish on this one. Is GPT founders coin? Thank you for pulling it out the dungeon. Okay, you mean this coin, the word coin? I'm not sure if you mean this one. Okay, but another scenario that it can be, of course, ABC here. Like, yeah, if you finish here, ABC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even look at this structure, guys. Over there. Even here, you have 1, 2, 3, wave 4, wave 5, wave 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, so that can be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, wave 2. But why we didn't took the high? Yeah, why we start to invalidate again? And if you're looking here at another impulse, yes, it can be double 1, 2. Okay, it can be double 1, 2. But in a bigger view, overview, I don't like this one. Yeah, I mean, I don't like what I'm looking at as kind of like not impulsive toward the upside. Okay, I would love to see in the all-time history a direction. If I don't see a direction toward the upside, not because again I'm Moon Boy, it's because of you guys. You are the viewer. You want to see something that interests you. Half of you are spot holders, half of you are futures traders. So half of you is interested with higher prices, which is of course much more profitable, right? Therefore, I apologize that I cannot cover such chart. It might be, of course, for the half of you not interesting and also might be risky. All right. You're very welcome, Delirium. Very welcome, man. JASMY update, Aldrin. You just late, I think, 20 minutes because you can go back in the live stream right now to 2 hours 20 and you will find JASMY. Okay. All right. We are at 2:27. Well, you're late just 7 minutes then. 27. ONDO. Okay. So for ONDO, on the all-time history, it's fine. It's nice. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Direction of the chart is toward the upside. Wave 1, wave A, wave B, and we're looking for 3 ways up here. A, B, C, D, E can be a triangle, meaning if you are in a running triangle here, as A, B, C, D, and an E, of course, wave D has to be for higher. Therefore, you're looking here for wave C, yeah, because only a wave B is allowed to be a triangle. Wave 2 is not allowed, okay? Just to remind you with the rules. In case we are in a 1, 2 here, meaning the wave 2 is there as well with the wave B, you are looking for potential ending diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, which is a wave C. By the way, this is in confluence that you need still to look for higher prices. With confluence with the triangle, because if you are in triangle A, B, C, D, the wave D has to be a zigzag, you're looking for higher, right? So confluence. Final scenario is what if we have a deeper correction down? Which I doubt it in this case. Scenario, you're moving in time, you don't pay in price. So let's move inside it, meaning higher potential on the overview time frame is to move toward the upside, whether in diagonal or in a triangle. Both need, of course, a zigzag. Let's move on the 2 hours chart here to see what happened, whether we got invalidation or not. We're still bullish anyway. No invalidation yet. Oh, I'm very surprised. No invalidation yet so far. Your invalidation is very low. And yeah, I would say it is showing some strengths. ONDO is showing some strengths. If you did not reach invalidation so far, many other altcoins already did. Yep. So basically, the scenario is still perfect. The target are still the same: 1.38, 1.5. You still simply need to finish this correction. You move toward the upside. Great. That was it for ONDO. All right, guys. Welcome all of you guys. Aldrin, Delirium, you're very welcome, guys. Nice to see you here. 2 hours, 30 minutes. We are for Litecoin, LTC. Okay, LTC USD maybe. Here we go. VSM Danny, why does that chart look similar to GME? Yes, because the altcoins are kind of like decoupled in groups, I would say. Yeah, so maybe before they were kind of like a little bit confusing, everyone seeing that all the altcoins pumping together and dumping together. But actually, it's not the case. Actually, at the same time where they are moving up or down together, some of them are performing higher or less. And that is creating, of course, a decoupling patterns in groups. So the altcoins are somehow decoupled in groups, I would say. This is what I realize from all the analysis that we do every day for the altcoins. Like, for example, FET, Tau, and virtuals. Right now, they are in the same patterns. They are in the same group. We have Ethereum and SUI and AAVE. Those three also are in the same group. Sorry, not AAVE. AAVE, Link, and AVAX also are the same group. So yeah, so this is the things. And this is what you might means right now, Danny. Yeah, that why it looks the same. So yes. That is why. All right, so where are we? We are in LTC. Do we have invalidation? Well, very surprising that it is not invalidated yet. Wow. Okay, so it's still very far from invalidation. Okay, showing strengths, invalidation of bullish. Here we go. This is your wave 4 still unfolding. I'm still looking for this target, guys. Also, nothing has changed here for LTC. Very interesting. But let me check. No, we are right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 3, 4, and a 5. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it shows strengths. Very interesting. And it is very clear, kind of like it looks like very clear corrective wave here. So wave 3, wave 4. You are at the 0.5, even not yet. Wow. Okay. Sometimes it's interesting that some coins really decouples in a way that you see it's still strong, right? Yep, very interesting. Next target still again the same, $128 for a wave 5 in a wave 3, then 4 and a 5, meaning still looking for higher potentially. Great. Let's see, Anna. I think Anna is a very sideways chart since I remember. I think it's a very sideways chart, which I don't like it, honestly. I don't know, but many of you ask for it, even on Discord. But I don't see it really nice chart, honestly. I don't know why. Yeah, that's why. It's a very sideways. I mean, this is a perfect chart for a bot, what is called the grid bot. But I mean, it's very like A, B, C, D, and a E, you know. So you have to be careful. It might be, of course, a wave A, B, and a C for a wave E here. Okay, so a wave D. Sorry, this one. Internally, I think we did this before. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let me adjust. Wave 1, it's finished there. That's true. Wave A, don't forget the ABC. Yeah. So this is what I'm calling. but still showing good, yeah, good thing here. Yeah, it still look corrective, which is very interesting. Let's see, zigzag, or yes, it should be zigzag. Yeah, watch the 1-to-1 fib level. I would say, wow, it didn't reach even 1-to-1 fib level. Crazy. So, okay, it might be your wave B. Why, guys? Be careful, because in a zigzag, normally the zigzag should looks like a blitz. Okay, therefore the wave B is sometimes very shallow, very fast, and this is the case. 3 waves, wave B, and then you move toward the upside after 1-to-1 fib level. So be careful. If you hit the 0.23 from there, therefore, yes, you have to consider this. Let me check here, 0.23. Oh, yes, perfect. You already hit it. With the 1-to-1 fib level in confluence, you're going to move for higher, probably, yes. Great. And that is for DENT. For ENA, let's see DENT, guys. And I'm gonna apologize from the other because I'm really exhausted. It's 2 hours 35 minutes. And of course I'm gonna try to make maybe tomorrow a very fast live stream, but just special requests, so no main list. Maybe just Bitcoin, just 5-10 minutes Bitcoin, and we do just special requests for you guys, 1 hour. Is that okay for you? And that would be great. Yeah. So I apologize from the other guys. I'm really I need a break. And yeah, let's see this one, which is the final. Not nice. Okay. So again, very sideways, no direction. I don't see anything in this chart interesting for investment to risk your portfolio in it. So you have A, B, C, D, and an E potentially, and then you move down. Very corrective. Okay, so running triangle, A, B, C, D, and an E. After wave E toward the upside, you move down. So, no, be careful, right? Very risky, guys. The last one I'm just gonna cover very, very fast, guys, is POPCAT, because it is a little bit interesting for you as well, and one of our meme coins that we do in the channel. Let's check on POPCAT, just at least on the 2-hour chart. Here we go. Okay, we were expecting this. So everything's still working great. Everything looking fine. We are in the blue zone. We move toward the upside. Should be, of course. And as a conclusion, guys, for this live stream, for the market, crypto market, what it's going to do for the next week. Well, actually, in the next few hours, you have to watch, of course, the crypto market, because, of course, for all the coins, we are in the blue boxes for a wave 2 in alternative scenarios. Some groups, of course, they are still in the previous wave 4, and they might continue towards the upside. Some, which an example here is, of course, Ethereum and SUI, which are in the same group. Another group is, of course, like the one that they invalidate their wave 4, or potentially very close to invalidated, are, of course, in a potential of alternative scenario in 112s. And we are in the main areas, of course, for these alternative scenarios 1, 2, such as render, and yeah, that is final group, of course, which is FET, Tau, and the AI coins, I would call it. They are looking even for a little bit bigger wave 2 on the daily here. Be careful that they might be a little bit deeper. In general, I would say that the coins, the market is still, of course, bullish despite the red. I'm seeing also this corrective is very, very complex and not really as an impulse. I see it as W, X, and a Y, which it might finish alternative scenario in a 112, and we move towards the upside. And TNK Bank, Dogecoin will be tomorrow in live stream. Try to be there. At the same time, I'm gonna try my best, of course, knowing that I have a live stream for the stocks, but I'm gonna try to find 1 hour for the crypto channel as well. Guys, I thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your likes and comments and your kind words. And I hope that this is helpful for you. Let's see what's gonna happen, guys. See you in the next one. Have a nice week.